The Long Island Arts Alliance's Back in the Spotlight is made possible by the New York State Council on the Arts. We're in Valley Stream at Layla's Dancing Drum Studio, where students and parents are celebrating the start of a new year, the start of Black History Month, and the restart of public performances after a long COVID shutdown. Another cause for celebration is that these students have been invited to go back into the spotlight as the halftime entertainment for the world-famous Harlem Globe Trotters. With less than 2 weeks to the big performance at UBS Arena, the students have only learned bits and pieces of the West African dance choreography.
You gotta do the total movement, okay?
And helping them to put it all together is Anayo Michelle, because passing on these African dance skills is personal to her.
I founded the school after my mother died because she taught African dance for many years. And I wanted a way to honor her and to keep her legacy alive and to make sure that my siblings and my child stayed connected to our African heritage.
But I just feel like when I dance African, I feel the rhythm of the drums and then my mind just goes blank and I'm doing the steps without thinking about it, but I'm just letting myself go with the music.
A lot of the dances, they have stories, and like I've never been to Africa, but it like makes me feel like closer than I would get like ever anywhere else in like America.
You know, we have a background where we don't always know exactly where we're from, but we do know that we all have primarily West African heritage. So we embrace all of who we are, and my school reflects the diversity of Black people in America. Particularly for children who are Afro-Latino, African-American. I find that in America, they learn very little about themselves.
And in this studio, the self-discovery starts with drumming.
Drumming, it's not just drumming. It teaches you how to work together, your movement, and not just the drumming, but with the dance and understanding that it's community. It's not just about you alone.
Daisy Shoemake made sure that she wasn't drumming alone, so she brought her granddaughter to the studio.
She started off dancing and excited and always videotaping herself. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, she just drew back, and then especially during COVID time.
Keisha May also worried about her daughter's mental health during the months of isolation.
I wanted to get her back in action because I wanted her to have a little bit more confidence. She kind of became an introvert. She was just distant from everything.
African dance is not TikTok, okay? You can't do African like that. You have to like go crazy with it. Give everything inside of you to your audience.
It was important for me to find a company that my daughter can relate to. And here they incorporate the importance of the culture, fun. It gets them in touch with where they came from.
A key part to getting in touch is for the students to put their heart and soul into every move.
Dance like no one's watching. That's at the core of African dance. When people dance, they really connect at a higher level. I feel uplifted. It's a spiritual experience.
The way I teach is really a way for us, Black and brown people, to connect together. Because we look alike, but we have different experiences and background. But at the same time, when you play the music, you make all those kids dance. You cannot see the difference between who's African, who's Caribbean, who's African American. Nobody cares and nobody judge. So you create like a safe space for the kids to express themselves and to grow and then to embrace who they are.
So after 2 years in the sidelines, days of drumming and plenty of practicing, the kids at Layla's Dancing Drum get ready to celebrate Black History Month in one of New York City's largest arena.
I've seen since they were building it, I was like, oh my gosh, this place is huge. It's gonna have so many shows. And then Miss Anaya told us that we're gonna be performing at the UBS Arena for the Harlem Globe Trotters, and I was like, whoa, I couldn't believe it.
Just the exterior of it is like so extraordinary, and then just like when I walked in, it was crazy how big it was, and then when we saw like the floor we were dancing on.
How are we gonna do this? Because our space, like, it was much smaller and we weren't able to like practice before we went on, so I was like, okay. That's gonna be a challenge.
When we were just like blocking it and filling our positions, I had to make sure to like use the whole arena so everyone could see.
I'm a fan of the Harlem Globe Trotters from back in the day. So it was exciting for us to be a part of that experience.
Well, we were really excited because I really like the Harlem Globe Trotters because I like the way they put performance into basketball.
Yeah, and I've seen the Harlem Globe Trotters since like I was little. I was like, oh my gosh, because it's so fun watching them perform and do basketball. They're so like skilled.
It's showtime!
My daughter, she was very excited. She told all her friends, we sent videos and pictures to everyone. She posted on Instagram. And in her own words, as she said, that was her 2 minutes of fame.
Seeing the crowd clapping for the kids, the basketball players clapping for the kids, it was a very uplifting experience.
My grandbaby was so excited to be there. Now it's like, okay, I want more classes and I want to do more.
The adrenaline of being in front of a huge crowd, just being like doing that again after COVID, it was felt like so exciting.
One more time,